everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The big game is here, and what a special moment for this guy. Doing what so many never get a chance to do in their career. Play quarterback in the Super Bowl. It's the Broncos going up against the Giants. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him out into the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Back to throw again. A dump off to Marine. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To Vereen out in the flat. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be first down, Giants. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Man, and that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Shane Vereen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing.
And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz lines up, paying off. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. Go on now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it's first down, New York. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but they lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Well, he did.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Patty will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Martellus Bennett, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the... Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Defense.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Detroit! Good! No, check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good for a Giants first. They'll look to throw again. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And Vereen, sure-handed as he is, he lost the football. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete. Vereen. No gain, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to... Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So as the set designers... Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Shane Vereen, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To Vereen out in the flat. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Here we go. 3-19.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it with Vereen. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Vereen, toss play. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Dancing to his left. A dump off to Vereen. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. A screen here to Vereen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they're operating in the red zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run with Darquan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Shane Vereen, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants add on to... look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! 51 to Mike, 51.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Cruz complete. And he's brought down after a good game. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Shane Vereen with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. In order to lead it. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.